Welcome to Saas Bahu and Auntie Eve.
This is a podcast for every girl who's thinking of getting married and every woman जिसकी शादी हो चुकी है
Like me,
and needs a place to vent. खुलेआम.
I'm 40 years old and I've been married almost 11 years now. You know me as S.
And I'm 26 years old, going to get married this year. You know me as V.
Okay, so going by our DMs since the last episode,
Yeah.
and we spoke about a very common phenomenon of like sadistic bhabis.
Yeah.
Going by our DMs, apparently not just common, it happens in almost every household now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's scary also because there are so many factors involved. There's so many reasons for this kind of behavior.
Yeah.
Like it has to be a very nuanced sort of look at it, right? Because people are not born like that. Women are not just evil or good.
Yeah.
We are human
Nobody
beings.
is.
Yeah, nobody is.
Nobody is.
We are
It's
human
just
beings.
Our conditioning, I think.
Yeah, and my problem is that, we spoke about this whole thing of bad bhabis, evil bhabis in a very light note on the last episode.
Yeah.
But since then, I've thought about it a little bit, and there's so much conditioning and there's a lot of self-defense involved in that sort of behavior.
Yeah.
Because this woman is most likely looking out for herself. Why is she looking out for herself? What has made her like this? Has she been told from the beginning that this is how you should be so that you can, establish some sort of authority in that
Yeah.
house?
Like have some footing.
Yeah. Or is she like this because she's already dealt with a lot of bad behavior from her family, from people around her, that she feels the need to be like this, to look evil and to behave a certain way to just protect herself?
Yeah.
To just assume that everyone is gunning for her, that everyone is against her.
I feel like a lot of women these days, like now, not before, would rather come off as the mean person, as the evil one, rather than being the bichari because
Yeah.
of what possibly they've seen their mothers go through, grandmothers go through, whatever scenario they've looked at in their houses. I feel like those have made them choose whatever paths they choose. I also feel like it's not just that. I feel like a lot of women, because I don't want to say everybody is right and हमारी conditioning की वजह से
Yeah.
everybody turns out women are evil only for a reason. No,
Of course.
not. There are women who of course would like to take advantage of certain scenarios because
Yeah.
again they tend to be like that, or they think that's the only way for them to have something.
It's human.
It's human. So it is bad and it is sad because of course we do talk about evil in-laws these days, but sadly there are of course stories where even the in-laws are suffering. I have seen
Yeah.
personally a lot of cases where there has been a new member in the family and suddenly
Yeah.
the family has been like
Of
crazy.
course.
And like because I can say it from again an objective person that I have seen it from close and
Yeah.
happening in my family, I can say that also does happen. Of course the ratio of that happening to the other one is not even like comparable, but it does happen. So like I feel like, why don't you tell me a story from one of the DMs? Because I haven't gone through this specific set of DMs. So you tell me, what have you read?
Yeah. Going through these DMs made me a little bit sad. Some of the stories made me laugh.
Yeah.
Some of them made me sad also. Like this particular one, in any other scenario, if I hadn't been thinking of this topic in any other scenario, my reaction would have been very predictable to this story. But in this case, I was thinking, why is the bhabhi behaving like this? What is it that she has gone through that is making her behave like this? So anyway, let me take you through the story. She's the lady who's written to us. She's 27 years old. She's living in one house with her husband's parents, his brother, brother's wife, and 2 kids. Already a sort of
Yeah.
nightmare situation for her. And now I'm thinking for the bhabhi also.
Other person also.
Yeah, because she's
Of
already
course.
living with her in-laws. She's raising her
Yeah.
children in that house. And now there's another person in this
Person in
house.
the house. Yeah,
So-
definitely.
Yeah. So, okay. This woman who's written to us, she works in a news media company. And from personal experience, I know that takes the life out of you.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's back-breaking, 12 hours minimum every
Yeah.
day, 6 days a week. It's really, really
I
yeah,
agree, yeah.
like soul sucking. So anyway, I'm not going to say her name, but for her, I think Dukhyari Didi is a good pseudonym.
Yeah.
She's really Dukhyari. Anyway, so she says, my husband, me, and my brother-in-law are the only ones who work full-time, and I work the longest hours of all. My husband's bhabhi, till before I moved in here, made tiffins for both of them every day. For, I'm guessing, the husband and the brother.
The Devar, yeah.
Yeah. When I moved in, she refused to just cook a little more and put it in a third tiffin for me, but I was fine with that. I like the quick clarification because I was just going to
Yeah.
say, why are you expecting someone else to
Yeah,
cook
to
for
cook
you?
for you.
But okay, why should she cook for me? So she says, I didn't say anything. Then one day, on a half day off, I cooked for the whole family. Made at least 3 to 4 dishes of their choice entirely after asking them. This clarification seems unnecessary, but okay.
Yeah.
She came into the kitchen a few times to check on me, offer help loudly. And just for our listeners, loudly has been emphasized in this DM. And when I asked her to do something, she made an excuse and left. Again, totally fine by me. Then I left for work. Later that night, when I came home, I saw the dabbas had been wiped clean and felt really happy. Then I opened the dustbin to throw something away and saw the chicken curry I had made in the bin. That must have hurt. Everyone else was asleep, so I asked my husband what had happened. Apparently, he ate it and loved it, but no one else was given the chance because Bhabhi ji tasted 1 spoon and said it's terrible and threw it all away. And then she ordered pizza for everyone. To really drive the point home, I'm guessing that, look, if you tell her to cook, this is what is going to happen. And if I cook, things will be fine, things are great. So I am the more responsible
I
one.
don't get it. She didn't want to cook for her either, and she doesn't want her to cook also. So, like, does
I
she
don't know.
want her to starve? Like, what? Like, I don't get this story, honestly.
Yeah, so she was, I'm guessing, just out of the goodness of her heart. I'm not defending this woman completely because I feel like there is a lot
Yeah.
at play here.
Yeah.
But I feel like out of the goodness of her heart and out of just like wanting to do something for the family, she decided one day when she had time to just cook for the family and ask them कि क्या खाना चाहते हो and this and that. मैं क्या बनाऊँ? बना दिया होगा और बना के फिर, as she says, she left for work.
Honestly, this is also a tricky story
Yeah.
because this is not just a bhabhi story.
Yeah,
This is a
exactly.
Jathani bhabhi story.
Yeah.
Which is a different play altogether. The ones that we were talking about was directly from the This woman that we're talking
Yeah.
about is also an outsider.
Yeah.
And the other woman that she's complaining about is
Yeah.
also an outsider. That equation, like you said, the story, of course, not defending, not saying that she's
Hmm.
wrong. I'm just saying it's a very tricky spot.
I also feel that if, like, it can be tricky, it can also be very simple. In the sense that if this was such a simple situation as it has been presented to us, that she made something which her husband loved and no one else was allowed to touch it, and she just threw it away as some sort of power play or something.
Yeah.
If that is exactly what happened, then I feel like she should be questioning the husband first. Like, he is supposed to be her immediate support in that
POC?
family. POC. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is her immediate POC in that family. He should be the one sticking up for her. And why should she have to come and see this really hurtful visual of the food that she has cooked lying in the dustbin, thrown away? Why couldn't he say something to her beforehand? Ki, look, this has happened. This is how I handled it. And you come home and then we'll talk about it. Why
Yeah,
why
that
couldn't
makes
he,
more sense.
Why couldn't he just do that much?
Yeah.
Why was he waiting for her to notice and then bring it up? And only then he'll sort of say, oh, this had happened. And I'm guessing it was dismissed because it's a woman versus woman fight.
Yeah.
And it's not important.
Yeah.
And the men have to do more important things, go earn money and do whatever the hell they want to do. Because, they couldn't be bothered with womanly fights. So I'm guessing this has happened, and I'm very sure that this has happened in this story also. I've seen it happening in real life.
No, definitely. I've also seen it happening a lot of times.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like the Bhabhi Jathani equation, I feel like it's a very tricky one because, like we spoke about in the last episode, the Bhabhi with the Nanad, you know, you are being jealous of an outsider in the house
Yeah.
because you were there, the sibling was loving you, the parents were loving you. Now there's another woman in the house. So the equation changes. In this case, you are already an outsider.
Yeah.
You established yourself in the family and you're like, okay, fine. Now everybody likes the food I make. Everybody's like nice to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure she also had like some things toxic in the family that she must have overcome and made like
Yeah.
a footing. And then a new person comes in.
I also feel that she would not have behaved like this if her mother-in-law had behaved well
with her.
You know?
I feel like she's putting off her anger on a
Yeah.
new person ki ab wo tere साथ, because when generally I've seen when the second bahu comes in the house, the mother-in-law in most cases settles down. I have seen personally that happening. So the
So have I.
first bahu is always like, huh?
The guinea pig.
ये क्या था? मैंने तो
Yeah.
if I have suffered it, now the other one should too, and that's how that bad equation of the elder bahu and the younger bahu begins.
Yeah.
Because generally because mother-in-laws they tend to grow older also, they're also like ab kar liya. You know, I don't know what that psyche is wherein they just don't do
Yeah.
it with the other one. But I feel like in that equations, the elder bahu just then turns evil for the younger one. Ki ab I'll show you.
Yeah, and
Which
I
is
also
sad.
It is very sad, but I also feel that it is a very basic human instinct because to go past it, to rise above that
Yeah,
feeling
it's
of
hard.
wanting revenge or something, you know,
Yeah.
and like a misplaced sense of revenge also takes a lot.
It does.
And not everybody has the time to work on themselves to
I
figure out
agree.
what's wrong.
I agree.
So it's a very human thing for gussa to come out wherever it can.
It can. I agree. In this
Yeah.
scenario, I feel like, again, I feel bad for the one that it happened to because if I come home and my food is
Yeah.
thrown in the dustbin, man, I would not just feel angry, I would feel sad. Like, I would cry. I think I would just break down in tears.
So would I.
Because if I'm, like you said, she's working for a news agency. I
Yeah.
feel like there are 10,000 times a person who's working for a news agency that goes into the washroom and just cries because it's such a pressure
Yeah.
loaded job. I know a lot of friends of mine who'd literally take 5 minutes in the washroom and they cry it out and they come back and then just like hush 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 bahut sara
Yeah.
kaam because it's such a consuming job. And to then come home and then find the same, not same but similar treatment.
Yeah, similar sort of
Your
toxic
work,
environment.
Yeah, your work just being thrown. This is not important. Of course, must have felt bad, and I feel bad for the other chick also. I don't know what her conditions were to
Yeah.
have to behave like this.
I mean, I don't think her conditions would have been great, right? Because
Yeah.
look at the situation that they're both living in.
Yeah,
It's not
Same
ideal.
house, it's not ideal.
It's not ideal for either of them.
Yeah.
And going by the standard living situations in the city, in urban cities in India,
Yeah.
it must be what, a maximum of a 3-bedroom house?
Yeah.
4-bedroom is a luxury.
And it has to be a conscious decision that we will be a joint family, or
Yeah.
like a say from the mama papa that no, both our children will live with us. But varna otherwise, any sane person would not want to live with like 8 adults in one house.
Yeah, but the people who also say that our children should live with us constantly most often fail to provide conditions which are safe
yeah.
enough, comfortable enough for the children to actually live together.
Live together, yeah.
So yeah, I don't understand that at all.
But like this isn't the only story, right? We've got a few stories on the similar lines where the husband's bhabhi would just not let the younger bahu do anything.
Yeah, husbands, bhabhi also, and also just bhabis and nanads.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll tell you, not from DMs. I'll tell you a story from my own family, because these wars between bhabis and nanads
Yeah.
sound all fun and games while it's happening in the house and they're both young or whatever. It becomes really serious when it comes to matters of inheritance.
Yeah.
It becomes so ugly because I have heard in my own family women who are vocally feminist, who will say all the right things, they will do all the right things in life. Their entire trajectory in life looks like the ideal feminist path to be on. But when it comes to inheritance, when it comes to difficult decisions like those,
Yeah.
I have seen the same women fighting and saying कि बेटे को ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए. Because बेटी की तो शादी हो चुकी है, उसको वहाँ से भी मिलेगा, यहाँ से भी मिलेगा, पर बेटे को तो एक ही जगह से मिल रहा है. And then when they are told कि आपको भी तो अपने parents से मिलेगा, then they're like, नहीं, हमारे तो भाई को ज़्यादा मिलेगा. So if their parents are of that regressive mindset, they want their in-laws also to be of that regressive mindset when it comes to inheritance.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's okay to be joking about it, to be laughing about it, but sometimes women need to really think about this seriously, that are they being pitted against each other for some sort of like larger objective, कि ये थोड़ा distracted रहेंगी, अपना करती रहेंगी, and the men can just laugh at them and do whatever, they are like the entertainment of the household, or are they really, you know, is the situation really that bad for you to hate each other that much?
Yeah. You've both come to the same house. Technically, you're both in the same boat.
Yeah, for like two bahus, yes.
For the bahus,
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Mostly that's just what comes to my mind कि तुम एक ही घर में हो, तुम्हें दोनों को पता है सेम चीजें.
Like stand up for each other.
You could be besties and just be like, आज धरना दे रहे हैं, नहीं बना रहे खाना. दोनों का डिसीजन है, आप कर लो जो करना है. Like,
Yeah.
you could stand up for each other, but instead you choose that competitive line where, oh, मैंने तो कर दिया था. She didn't do it like that.
Yeah, like I
It's
don't
nuts.
I don't understand that behavior. Like appraisal होने वाला है क्या आपका ससुराल में or something? कि you, I have to put down the other person.
Again, about the inheritance, like you said, I feel like this is just like building up
Yeah.
to that. Women in their mind, they think like, oh, if I build up, if I'm the nice one, if I'm the one that they love
Yeah.
more, I'll get more. Which I feel like,
Yeah, I have seen so many women fighting about कि बड़े बेटे को ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए, छोटे को नहीं. And then the
ये logic ही नहीं है इस बात का. Like I feel
yeah.
like,
And then the other one, the छोटे वाला will be like कि छोटे वाले की wife will be like कि नहीं हमने तो ख्याल रखा था, हमारे साथ रहे थे मम्मी पापा, तो हमें ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए.
it's so funny that you say this, and this is literally the story of so many houses that I know.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know why, but the younger ones are always taking care. Somehow they end up in that situation where the elder one has moved out, gone away, and the younger one ends up taking care of the parents, and then the situation is always the same. They are saying कि हमने पहले बहुत किया, younger ones are like अब हम ध्यान रख रहे हैं. It's just such a weird battle, wherein I'm just like, it's crazy that you've both had the same upbringing. You've lived in the same house. For the men in this scenario, I feel like, do you really want to be here? Because of course men play a hand behind the women also acting like that.
I mean, I think it is the men who are telling them to say all these things.
Because most often than not, they can't say it.
They can't say it because औरतों वाली बात है ये.
Yeah. तुम बोल देना,
हाँ.
तुम कर लेना, तुम भाभी से बात कर लेना,
हाँ.
तुम मम्मी को बोला ना कि ऐसे नहीं होता है वगैरह वगैरह. You know, it's always the men who are just like pushing women to be
Always.
this.
If only women would realize, you know, कि if my husband is saying this to me, I'm sure her husband is also saying
this
it.
to her. Maybe she's not the villain after all.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
the
just
husband.
have a conversation that, look, I have been told to tell you this.
Yeah.
Have you also been told something like
If
this?
yes, then let's just like
Yeah.
figure out what we need to say back.
If yes, let's just step out of this. Let them sort it out themselves.
It's mostly so much brainwashing, I feel, from the husband, from the fathers, from the father-in-laws, from the mother-in-laws, that the women somehow, I feel like, end up feeling this is my only way.
Yeah.
I do this and I please either my husband, he'll also be happy with me.
Yeah.
If I do this and we get our way, we'll get the money more. I feel like there's so many things that run in their head that they end up doing the opposite thing, wherein they can just do the smart thing.
Yeah, they can just do the smart
In the
thing.
first or the second episode, we spoke about sasurs, and when you said if they have a problem, ask them. आपको मुझसे problem
Yes.
है. Same. I think this is exactly what you need to do here too. Just say, are you the one who has the problem with me, or is your husband telling you to have a problem with me?
Yeah.
And done. बात वहीं खत्म हो जाएगी. ये इतने बड़े जो हमारे सास भी बहू के अब सेकंड सीजन आ गया है, नहीं बनेगा. कोई रीजन ही नहीं है बनने का.
बिल्कुल कोई स्टोरी नहीं होगी.
हाँ, है ही नहीं. सास ने बहू को डांटा, बहू ने बोला आपको मुझसे प्रॉब्लम है, सास ने बोला नहीं मैं तो गुस्से में थी. ओके, द एंड. खत्म.
एग्जैक्टली. और सास बहू दोनों मिलके फिर देखो ना ससुर क्या कर रहा है, बेटा क्या कर रहा है.
Yeah, I agree.
See, the men like to talk like this big game of protection until they're actually required to do it. कि हमारे बिना तो women will be so aimless and what will they do? We need to protect them. But when it comes down to protection, and protection is not just physical, it's most of the time it is emotional protection. You're just looking out for your partner. When it comes to that, they just vanish.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
And it is so totally avoidable, most of the kalesh
Most
that
of the
happens.
times, I agree.
But no one does anything
No one
about
does
it.
anything about it. I agree. So many things I've also noticed in so many houses. I'm like, ये तो इतनी बड़ी बात ही नहीं है. Go in a corner, calm down, come back. This is nothing.
Yeah. And if nothing else is working, just listen to this podcast, you'll calm down.
Yeah, I agree. So, on that note, are you getting married soon? Or have you been married for a while and just need a place to vent?
DM us on Auntie Eve on Instagram, link in bio.
Send us your stories and we'll figure something out. Or your bhabis hear this and stay in line.
We'll see you on the next episode of Saas Bahu and Auntie Eve with the next Kalesh.
And remember, don't always be the good girl.
Or the good Bahu.